2 degrees, the skies are clear. Winds out of the south at 9, relative humidity 53%, and the barometer is falling from 30.21. No rain, of course. 6:45 is the sunrise. Now, if your clock says 7:45 tomorrow, guess what? You forgot to set it back. So set it back at that time. High today, 49. Low, 20 degrees. That's not a record. 8 degrees is the record for Des Moines. That was set in 1925, but there were some records we have to report to you. To the east and to the north of us, this is International Falls, 2 degrees up there. That's a record for those folks. Duluth, 10, 13 at Madison, 21 degrees at Chicago. Those are all record low temperatures. Now, satellite picture, let me just step back a little bit. Here's the ridge of high pressure now. It started over here, and it's working its way to the east. This is where all the cold air is. You can see it is moving away from us, and the circulation around that brings southerly flow up over the upper Midwest, and that means our overnight low temperatures are going to moderate rather nicely tonight. We're certainly not going to see 20 degrees as our low tonight. We're going to see temperatures in the 20s over central and northern Iowa, 30s, a whole lot of 30s out to the west of us over the northern Great Lakes, and those temperatures will warm up as we move to the south. We'll reserve all those cold temperatures for the Great Lakes as well as the far northeast. And our weather map for tomorrow, we're going to have mostly sunny skies over southern Iowa, Illinois. A weak cool front trying to push into the northern region of the state tomorrow. I don't think it's going to make it. There's not much upper level support with that, so it'll probably go stationary there. It'll bring some clouds with it, but let's not look for any precipitation again because there's no upper level support. To the west of us, high pressure continues to dominate the Rocky Mountains area. The return flow around that high is pushing up warm air all the way up to Washington. We see temperatures up into the 60s as far as Washington. You can see how warm they are. 70 degrees working their way up the Midwest over into western Nebraska, and 60 degrees working their way up into the upper Midwest. And again, those cold temperatures, they're going to remain to the east over the Great Lakes as well as the northeast, only making it up to 30 degrees up there in Maine. Let's take a look at a regional forecast now. We're going to look for some clouds, partly cloudy skies for the folks living at Fort Dodge and Ames, mostly clear skies for Ottumwa, Lamoni, Osceola, and overnight lows 27 degrees for Fort Dodge, Ames, and Ottumwa, 30 degrees for Lamoni and Osceola. And again, high temperatures tomorrow, very, very nice. And forecast for Des Moines tonight, fair and okay. There's probably 1 or 2 goblins still floating around out there. 27 is the expected overnight low. Winds out of the southeast at around 8 to 10 miles per hour. And tomorrow, mostly sunny, warmer, 60 degrees for the high tomorrow. Beautiful days expected. Winds out of the south, 10 to 20. And tomorrow night, mostly clear, not as cold. 38 degrees for the overnight low, about 10 degrees warmer. Winds out of the south at 8 to 10 miles per hour. And the look ahead, clouds coming in on Tuesday. We have a warm front on Wednesday. It's going to trigger some showers or two. Thursday, another chance for showers. Temperatures warm up through the week, and then maybe a little bit cooler on Friday, but not too bad at all.
I'd like to see those 60s and no 50s. That's a good strain. Thanks, Bob.
Next in sports, the NBA comes to Central Iowa.
And Doug Flutie pulls off the tricks and gets all the treats, too. A full NFL wrap-up with Tony Powers right after this.
Everyone was hoping to see Jeff Grayer tonight, and he couldn't come. Chickenpox, I guess, huh?
Well, if he'd have showed up, they'd had to quarantine everybody up at Hilton Coliseum. Well, hi once again, everybody. It was supposed to have been homecoming for former Iowa State star Jeff Grayer tonight at Hilton Coliseum as the Milwaukee Bucks took on the New Jersey Nets in an exhibition. But as our Pat Paris reports, Jeff couldn't make it.
The Milwaukee Bucks came to Hilton tonight without former Cyclone star Jeff Grayer, who's in a Milwaukee hospital with chickenpox. But Bucks veterans Jack Sikma and Sidney Moncrief helped fans quickly forget about Grayer. They each poured in 11 points during the first half. Despite Jeff Grayer's absence, Milwaukee fans had a lot to cheer about as the Bucks opened up an 18-point halftime lead. But the fans are still waiting for the game's first NBA-style jam. Terry Cummings finally gave the fans what they wanted. This dunk put the Bucks up 63-45 early in the third quarter. Cummings continued to light things up for Milwaukee. This jumper put the Bucks up by 25. They go on to win it 111-86. Pat Paris, Newscenter 13 Sports.
Well, Halloween must have something to do with it because for the second straight game, the Boston Celtics have ended up in a brawl. The Celtics playing the Washington Bullets last night when suddenly Larry Bird and the Bullets' Harvey Grant start swinging. Both benches emptied. Both Bird and Grant ejected from the game in the closing moments, won by Washington 120-113. Well, in the NFL, the Chicago Bears went trick-or-treating into New England, but found the Patriots had more tricks than treats. Let's pick up the action in this one. First play of the game. Former Bear Doug Flutie with the big bag of tricks goes up top to Irving Fryer, who makes the catch and goes on for an 80-yard touchdown pass play here. Flutie stings his old team. Flutie again goes to the air, hits Stanley Morgan, 26-yard touchdown strike. 4 TD passes on the day for Flutie. The Pats added injury to insult. Down goes Bears quarterback Jim McMahon. He strained his right knee, will be out at least 4 weeks. A bad beggar's night for the Bears. The final, New England 30, the Bears 7. Well, the Vikings, with a chance to pick up some ground on the Bears, headed west to face the 49ers. Minnesota quarterback Wade Wilson finds Anthony Carter, who turns it into a 67-yard touchdown pass play. The Vikings up early, 14-10. But Minnesota leading 21-17 late. Watch 49ers QB Steve Young. He looks like he's trapped, but he gets away. He breaks 1 tackle. He breaks 2 tackles. He breaks 3 tackles. He breaks 4 tackles. Unbelievable run. As Young falls into the end zone, the 49ers come from behind to win it, 24-21. Steve Young, sensational. Well, in the AFC Central, bitter rivals, the Bengals and Browns locked up in Cleveland. Rabid Browns fans out in force. Since he strikes early, Bernie Kosar passes, but it's picked off by David Fulcher, who takes it 23 yards for the score. But Cleveland puts this one away. Frank Minifield with the block punt. Herman Fontenot picks it up and takes it into the end zone. The Dogs were barking loud in Cleveland. The Browns in a 23-16 final. Well, those red-hot Buffalo Bills moved to 8-1, shutting out the Packers, and the Rams marched past the Saints in New Orleans. Here's the rest of the NFL scoreboard. College volleyball tonight. Drake hosted Missouri at the Fieldhouse. Let's pick up the action. The Bulldogs on the attack. Amy Crail gets the nice kill against the Tigers as Drake wins the first game 15-11. The Bulldogs go on to pick up another point when Jamie Duransky goes for the kill here. But the ball deflected by the Missouri defenders but goes out of bounds. The point goes to Drake. Well, Missouri comes back to win the next 3 games to take the match 11-15, 15-11, 15-8, and 15-8. Well, our Newscenter 13 Sports Play of the Day takes us back to Boulder, Colorado, where the Cyclones' Jeff Dole made a big play against Colorado. The Buffaloes trying to run the option, but watch Jeff intercept the pitch, and he's gone the other way, 48 yards for the touchdown for Iowa State. The replay shows Jeff reaching up to deflect the pitch, then directing the ball into his hands, and he's off for his first collegiate touchdown. Pretty play for Jeff Dole, our Newscenter 13 Sports Play of the Day. Well, an estimated 9,000 runners were off and running in today's Chicago Marathon. A good international field in both the men's and women's division. Alejandro Cruz from Mexico, the men's winner in 2 hours, 8 minutes and 57 seconds of Mexican national record. American Leeson Weidenbach, who finished 4th in the Olympic trials, was the women's winner in 2 hours, 29 minutes and 18 seconds. Checking out the National Hockey League scoreboard tonight, it was Vancouver over Calgary 2-1. Boston and Buffalo skate to a 3-3 tie. The Rangers lead Pittsburgh 8-2 in the third. Chicago, Remington 5-2. L.A. is leading Winnipeg 4-2 in the third. And sorry that Jeff Greer couldn't make tonight.
That is too bad.
But he hopes to come back during the season.
Hope so. Thanks, Tony. It takes speed, agility, and a smile. And the best in the state squared off today at the Des Moines Convention Center. That story after this.
Bob's going to tell us what we can expect tomorrow when we get up.
Another chilly morning. We have 29, but I think it'll be around 27, clear. A lot of sunshine expected most of the day tomorrow.
All right, great, Bob. Thanks. It was a contest to see who had the fastest pair of hands in the state and the best engineering know-how. 6 competitors went at it to determine who was the best grocery bagger in Iowa. The contest was held at the annual convention of the Grocers Association of Iowa. Contestants were judged on speed, number of bags used, technique, style, and attitude. Paul Heffernan, who works at the Fairway store in Vinton, walked away with first place. He goes on now to the national competition.
That's right. Hopefully he'll win.
Good luck. I think an Iowan was in the championship.
I think it might have been him.
Could have been. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night. Have a good week ahead. We'll see you Saturday.
Good night.
For the latest overnight happenings, along with frequent weather and traffic updates, watch Today in Iowa tomorrow morning at 6:30, right after NBC News at sunrise.